Good morning, Sakina. Absolutely, a very, very important event in the calendar, or the economics calendar, where the mining industry comes to Cape Town every year in February. Government ministers, business leaders, you call them, all stakeholders in the mining sector, they descend here in Cape Town. This year, we're expecting more than 6,000 delegates to attend this conference, and it comes at an interesting time, Sakina, where particularly in South Africa, we are facing a rolling blackout crisis that has impacted on the mining sector itself, that contributes about 18% to GDP. And we've seen that according to Stats SA data that was released, the latest that has been released, we see that mining production and sales has been going down for about the last 10 months. The latest figures saying mining production going down about 9%, while mining sales decreasing about 15.9%. That is big, and the sector attributes that to a lot of challenges, including the rolling blackouts. The government of South Africa is the one that is hosting all of these stakeholders, and we are going to hear from the DDG at the Department of Mineral Resources and Energy, Ms. Ngwabe, on how exactly they are planning to say, or what they're planning to say to the investment community about how South Africa can help them, or how they can welcome them in terms of investment. We are joined here by Ms. Ngwabe from the DDG. Thank you very much, ma'am, for making time to speak to us. This is a very auspicious occasion for South Africa. However, it comes at a time where challenges are about. What will you be saying to the mining investment community?
Morning, Sabo, and good morning, South Africa. Well, we once again welcome the global mining community to the Investing in Africa Mining Indaba this year. This is the 29th edition, one of the biggest mining investment conferences worldwide. And what we will be sharing with the investor and the mining community at large is, over the next 4 days, is what is it that we are doing as a country. I mean, you would recall that Minister Mantashe, when he opened the conference last year, he did share with them that we have developed an exploration strategy, because exploration leads to the discovery and the build-up of new mines. So we will be sharing progress in terms of the implementation of that strategy. But also, as you rightfully say, there have been challenges with regards to power supply to support production. There's several interventions that we have come up with at a policy level and government broadly. We will again be sharing those, such as projects that we're seeing unfolding. You would remember that we had lifted the cap for embedded generation from 1 to 10 megawatts, and later on we lifted the cap altogether. And since then we have companies like Goldfields that have built and are now operating a 50 megawatt plant on embedded generation, and those are some of the interventions that are already beginning to bear fruits to support the industry.
Yeah. I know that one of the conversations that will be had here will be the contribution of the coal in the broader mining sector. You have been said in some of the media, or put out in some of the media, about the importance of South Africa keeping with coal, because we have a strong and thriving mining sector. However, the world is moving to another place. But you do rightfully say in some of your articles, you talk about how the European countries are now moving to coal with their own energy crisis that has come to the fore. Do you think that this is going to be an issue with the just energy transition and those that are championing much more cleaner energy?
Well, Siabo, firstly, the government position in South Africa is that we are committed to just energy transition. However, what we are saying is our reality as a country is that our electricity is largely generated from coal-fired power stations. Us transitioning from that high carbon economy to a low carbon economy isn't going to happen overnight. So coal is still going to be with us for quite a while, whilst we move on our transition journey to a lower carbon economy and we move towards decommissioning some of the coal-fired power plants. Yes, that is going to, this subject is going to be high on the agenda throughout the conference. And yes, South Africa is ready to share with the investor community what it is that we are doing. There's quite a number of projects. Some of them are being undertaken by private sector, which are mining companies. Some of them are being taken by state-owned entities such as the Council for Geoscience and SANEDI, with the carbon capture and storage research projects, which are aimed at ensuring that we reduce our carbon footprint as an economy. And we believe that is quite critical because we are a signatory to the Paris Agreement and we remain firmly committed to the Paris Agreement.
Ms. Ncube, thank you so much. We'll be catching up with you throughout the day and throughout the week, indeed, to find out, what kind of interesting conversations and with whom you are having. Sakina, I've been speaking to Ntokozo Ncube. She's the DDG at the Department of Mineral Resources and Energy, saying that obviously coal going to be high on the agenda, and of course, energy security and the impact that it has on the mining sector. Tomorrow, we're expecting the two states President Felix Tshisekedi of the DRC, and of course our very own state President Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa will be coming through to speak to and address the mining community. And with that, I hand over to studio.